day before Gridlife, Midwest. It's been another terrible week. Lots of rushing, lots of last minute stuff that couldn't really schedule in. So we've got the car loaded up, got the new toolbox in, got the beers, got everything we need for this weekend. So it's about 9 hours with Chicago around 3-4 in the morning, and that'll put us in South Haven around 5 or 6 a.m. So we might not get a lot of sleep, huh?
Nope.
So that's the update. On the car, I rebent that front passenger side subframe section. I can't really see it. It's painted black. Let's see if we can. It's that section right there. I actually ended up ovaling the mounting hole and bending it forward when I tapped Derek ever so slightly. So we took it to gross frame alignment again. He knocked it out real quick, straightened it, and then I made some pretty much just big washers or just big reinforcement plates. About an 1/8 inch thick. So just a bunch of temporary fix just to make it through this year. It's doing good. Got the Type S. The Type S FD LED kit. We got that mounted and that's all good. We also threw on a little electric water pump on the return side of the radiator, and that seems to be working really well. So here we got it all loaded up, gas cans back here, all tied down, body panels all back together. So I got a little turbo. So that sucks it from the radiator and then goes back to the engine. So it's a lot more efficient. So I really haven't gotten it, too crazy warm, or haven't done a lot of duty cycle on it, but got it up to operating temp, and that's where it absolutely stayed. But that was just doing idle stuff. So we'll see what happens once we really start getting on it. We'll see how it performs. So that's what we got going on. Off to the road. Out for the first session. It's Friday. It's 2 o'clock, 1:40. We're going to be heading out. We got a couple minutes. I'm just going to kind of take it easy out there. Going to kind of figure out the course layout. And yeah, hopefully everything stays together. Hopefully I won't waste this session here fixing shit. So I got Jordan here. He's gonna be operating the cameras and stuff in here, so hopefully I'll have some footage for the vlog. All right, let's get after it. All right, we're done with the first session. Got about 3 laps in, and it started getting warmer and warmer. It ended up at like 220, 225, and it just stayed there. So I don't know what else to do. I tried to hold the cap on the radiator, took my shirt off. Held the cap here and took my shirt off, held it, and I ended up burning myself pretty good. The guys were yelling at me and shit. So I'm just gonna fill it with water. We got some of this. Design Engineering is a vendor here right now. Hooked us up with a bottle, so we're gonna throw that in, put some water in it. That's about it. I'm gonna just limp it through the track. That's about all I can do for now. So we'll see how the next session goes. Friday afternoon, just got done with a fuck of a session. Car's running stupid hot still, but I'm band-aiding it with with that weed sprayer and hitting it with water on the back radiator here. So we're doing all right. We're making it. We're keeping it together. Staying on track. So yeah, coming in top and fourth on the first corner and just swinging in, ripping handbrake, putting it into third, and then just letting it eat the rest of the way. Threw a couple of back. I think they were reverse entries, and it was felt insane. I've never done one before, and it's a hell of a time. You almost have like no control for a little bit until stuff starts to like kind of swing back. But yeah, so we got one more session tonight at 5, and just gonna keep her together. So I'm gonna try to get some footage of me actually driving. So Jordan's on that right now, and so hopefully his GoPro kind of works out and I get some decent footage out of it. All right. So Gridlife was amazing. I'm really hoping to hit actually 2 next year. Well worth it. Everyone's complaining about the allotted times that's allowed for the drift sessions. It's irrelevant. I mean, it's a half hour to 45 minutes of hot lapping a track. There was probably a total over the weekend from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I probably waited in line for probably a total of 1 minute and 45 seconds of waiting in line. It was just, and from the rest of the time was hot lap. I had to actually pull off the track to let everything cool down because I suck at building cars and I don't have the cooling system set up very well. But no, it was amazing. I'm really hoping to go back again. I didn't get much footage. I'm still waiting on some footage to come through from some GoPros and whatnot. But I'm just gonna try to jam into this video as much as I can through friends and other drifting homies, their footage of me. It's kind of scalping their shit. So I'm gonna do what I can with all the footage. But yeah, definitely gonna try to make it next year. It's definitely beat up. I'm done driving for the year. And here she sits. It's pretty beat up. I actually broke an upper control arm because there was actually a section of the course that was kind of rutting out after the big first initiation. And it just kept getting more and more dug out. And I think I only hit it one time, and it was probably at that point like 4 inches deep, and we were hitting her top a third gear sideways, wheel speed, third gear sideways. And I hit that and everything just bottomed out. It was like hitting metal on metal, pretty hard hit, and bent that other upper control arm on that side. So now I got equal upper control arms on both sides. So yeah, it's got some work to be put into it. So it's all done. Went off course a couple times. But no, that's the first time entering at like rev limiter 4th gear on entry. It was insane. And chasing dudes within a car length at that speed is just another level of driving. First time for that, first time for throwing it in backwards, which was again another feat I've been wanting to do. Come off top of 4th gear, yeah, come into fourth gear, swing it in, rip handbrake, try to get to that outer line, put it into third, pull handbrake a little bit, counter steer, kind of let it kind of float. And then once, you know, depending on your position, kind of let it float further or get on the gas right away to kind of dig yourself out or to kind of lengthen your drift a little bit, because you might have came up short. I came up short a couple of times. And I also overthrew it a couple of times, but everyone kind of did. Amazing driving out there with the gold diggers, the straight line air guys, a couple of random dudes I drove with. But yeah, the caliber driving up there, because you had all the pros up there, all the pro-am dudes up there, all the used to drive pro guys were out there. Yeah, it was awesome to kind of walk the course and kind of talk to everybody. JTP actually came up and tried to help me with my overheating issue, and he just pointed out things right away, like, oh, you have to fix that. I'm pretty sure that is 100% your problem. And he tried to help me out by contacting his cousin, because he lives out in his region where he lives is in Michigan, and he's got a bunch of family out there, and he tried to help me out with the track course, with the course shop that they have there, but they weren't around. But no, it was just really awesome out there. It was really cool just to hang out. Even driving was kind of like a bonus. No, I take that back. Driving was the main focus, and then like the extra stuff after that was just a huge bonus that I didn't even expect. It was pretty cool. So I'm making this video way too long. I'm gonna try to slam some footage into here, and we'll see what happens.